I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. As they start on the ground, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Burrow on play action, looking deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And right away he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
When we say the sky's the limit for C.D. Lamb coming into his 3rd season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a 1st down.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In motion left comes Brown. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Cameron Sample there to make the play defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. The quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown Bengals. Josh Gordon, 56 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone could potentially tie this game up. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Here's McPherson now to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go. Go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
play action. Prescott rolling to his right. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll run left with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Prescott looks to throw on first. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete.
In your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Back now in Arlington, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a give here to Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a short.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on first down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Pollard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he fields it cleanly. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck up in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably fit the club for a year too. Something a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, buy site P98. Boss like we write the checks. Now boss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Space for me, that's for me, you don't out. Round if you wanna, round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like poof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it better the Whittles beat. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably see the hood for a year too. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this. Gangsta Brazil.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. and handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
downstairs. You mean? Girl. I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What a at. Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jack. Got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on that upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Oblo project. You ain't scared to change cause this ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slick. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time.
You're always rushing me. Relax, chill, alright?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, gun, bring your downstairs.
Why you tripping? I think I left something in the house.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 So the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the heart. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and I'm back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. Order the Dallas, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on type and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Made it to the top, ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I am the prince. I said I am the prince. I am the prince. I said I am the greatest of all time. Let's go. I am the prince. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the greatest of all time. I said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the prince. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the prince. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen it making next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the prince. I'm the prince. The prince. Next level.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bengals. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like hated to love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team.